That's what they do with the engineers as well. Sometimes one of our spare guys get called in to run the train because the other guy
had an emergency or whatnot.
Yeah.
Alright, our next stop will be Leggin Station.
I would say it's about a little over 20 up there today, and that's about it.
Actually, it's only like 16.
In the cab?
Oh, in the cab.
Yeah.
Probably be up there.
Maybe about 22 or something. The boat will need some major work in the winter. The boat will need some major work in the winter.
Absolutely.
Apparently the engine blew. Something blew in the engine.
Earlier this year, yes. We had to make reports to be shipped over from Germany.
Yeah, that's the problem. At least here you get parts coming in for you guys so you can get back up and running as soon as possible.
Of course, when you have the parts from Germany we were getting installed, the motor blew. So then it was out for another week.
What did it blow? What blew in it?
The motor.
Yeah, oh.
So we had to wait a week for that to be replaced. Then they got it going for a couple of weeks, and now something's wrong with the paddle wheel, if I'm not mistaken. So they shut it down again. And chances are they might not get it up and running before the end of the season.
They already said that they weren't going to do that, so it's done for this year.
Unfortunately.
I can see why the boat crew's frustrated with it. Get paid to be out on sea, and then they were fixing it 95% of the time, then there would be another issue. Not a good 65th year for it out, or however old it is. This engine had a few little quirks this year, but she did well. But I think that maintenance week in July really helped for you didn't run it at all. Else I think there would have been a lot more issues if you didn't give it a break. They say they should have 23 ready to go for next year, from what I've heard.
Actually, the valve that blew yesterday, they had to get a replacement from 2023.
Pardon?
The valve that blew yesterday, they had to get a replacement from
goal is they want to have all 3 engines ready in case one of them goes down. Because from what I heard, after next year, 2027, 2024 will need its overhaul done. Now they'll have to get a valve for 2023 now and put it back on the engine.
Yep.
It's good that these engines runs on the same cosmetic, so if something goes, they can have a part ready, right?
It is right for it.
So it's not like she's saying goodbye forever, you know? If something never didn't work out, we're always here. And she can always hop on the engine and operate. She's got the experience.
And she has the certificate too.
And when she's up there, she turns the whistle valve up really high so people know. Even though if the whistle's turned up, it makes no difference. People still go across the... Like that one day on August 18th, that was a crazy day. We had people standing up when the train was moving, and you were running like a billion miles an hour. And then we had that big wheelchair group too, summer camp.
Yeah, I remember. It was a bit of a dog show that day.
Even though it's comfy up there, the fire's probably very hot up there still. And they want to have 23 going in this direction next year. We're going back this way. But I think the plan for Thomas is to run the diesel so they have extra time to work on the steam engines. Which I think is a smart idea, get them both ready to go.
And it would be a good way to introduce the new engine to the people too.
We really missed the double header this year for sure. And you didn't get to experience it last year either because when it was going on, you were in Germany.
Right, I was away in Germany at the time. But I did still get to drive on a railway over there.
I would have loved to have been on that steam engine. You said she was going fast.
It was a cool version too.
Oh! Really original.
And they were, and the guards over there, they had the legs and the whistles.
Oh wow.
And it was just cool.
Did the whistle sound good on it as well?
It was strong and deep.
Like 23.
And it echoed across the field as we went on our way. It was so blast. 23 has a deep throaty whistle. This one's more high pitched. Well, I mean, we haven't heard her whistle in so long. Sometimes if I'm in the mood to hear 23's whistle, I turn on one of my old YouTube videos. And in my end of the year YouTube video, I'm going to include the street car for my season ending video. I'm going to do like a year-end video for Heritage Park. That was fun to watch.
And then I am going to include 2023 this year in it, even though it didn't run this year. I think it's only fitting to include the 2 steam engines. And I'll include the clips from the tour of the diesel as well.
I like that.
I know that they wanted to have it running like in October, but there's still a lot of work to do on the new engine. They're focusing on 2023 and the diesel, so they're focusing on two. Speaking of 2023, you know the valve that went on this one yesterday? 23 had a lot of valve trouble last year as well. Especially when they first got it running, it blew a couple valves. Yeah. Or the valves didn't blow, they just didn't want to open. So they had to pull wire out of the engine just to get it to open properly. We spent a good amount of time together this year. Lots of fun adventures. Where's Dawn? What car is he in today? Is Dawn here today? Next week? I got that gas-powered speeder on Railway Days. I got lots of footage of that too. Nice. That's a cute little speeder.
Actually got the ride on it.
Oh, was it fun?
Indeed, it was loud, so they had to give me special earplugs so it wouldn't make me deaf.
Probably louder than the steam whistle.
It was actually, yes. Looks like someone left their food and their biscuits in the stroller again. Absolutely. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're on our way down to Shepherd Station. Access to the town center with the amusement park and the shopping district.
Supposed to get even chillier next weekend a little bit.
There was even a slight chance of rain and maybe even some snow.
Yeah.
That's to get my Christmas lights up. I'm gonna get them up before we leave so that we can have them on a timer so they can go on and off while we're away.
Yeah. You'll be baking in the sun when we'll be freezing here, right?
That actually happened about a year or so ago. One day here in January, it was like minus 40 degrees. And at the same time, I was in Mauritius, a small island nation in the Indian Ocean, plus 40 degrees.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a good idea running these things in minus 40.
Oh no.
Then you have the engines down for a whole year and no train running in the summer, and you guys can't afford that. Even the diesel, I think, would struggle on that temperature. Yeah. Plus 40, wow.
Yep. On the exact same day, you guys were having minus 40 here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was cooler, but it wasn't as